The disorder that is commonly confused for narcissism is borderline personality disorder, or BPD. I talk about BPD a lot on this podcast. You could listen to a bunch of the other episodes that really break down what BPD is. But BPD and narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, they are both considered cluster B personality disorders. In the dramatic, I don't like that term, but the cluster B disorders are like histrionic personality disorder, BPD, NPD, and antisocial personality disorder. So it's all these interpersonally dramatic or high conflict disorders, and BPD and narcissism are constantly confused for each other. And to be fair, there is a lot of overlap between those two disorders. Actually, the different studies say different things, but 13 to almost 40% of people with BPD also meet criteria for narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. So it's tough because they feel like very different types of people, right? People with BPD, you feel the sympathy towards. There's a lot of like this emotional chaos, but people often feel more sympathetic towards people with BPD, whereas narcissistic personality disorder basically means that they're evil, which I don't agree with. But again, when we talk about just like misconceptions, we have sympathy for BPD, but narcissists, you're like, no, it can't be. And only when people are really angry or frustrated with that person, then they're like, they're a narcissist. But there is a lot of overlap. And I think that the key similarities are that there is a lot of conflict, right? Both BPD and NPD, there's a lot of arguments. There's a lot of disorganized attachment. There's a lot of really unease with intimacy. So, and there is a lot of ups and downs, right? The black and white thinking is really there. And it really speaks to the dysregulation that's present in both. And I'll talk about the differences, but there is a lot of, if you love someone with one of those disorders, you could feel like the best thing in the world one day. Like they see you, they idealize you, you're on a pedestal, and then the next day you're garbage and they want nothing to do with you. So this like big highs and lows of idealization to devaluation is present in both BPD and narcissism. There's a lot of lack of taking accountability in both disorders, and I think because both people with narcissistic personality disorder and BPD have a lot of shame. So these are disorders of people who don't feel loved for who they are, right? They don't feel that secure attachment. They don't feel like no matter what they do, they're a worthy person that's worthy of love, and they have someone there who will always care for them, right? So there's this sense of like feeling lonely and feeling lost and misunderstood, and that they need to do something really particular to hold on to love and approval, right? It's almost like love is fragile to them. So there is a lot of shame, a lot of like, well, people don't love me for me. So for narcissists, they're like, I have to be the best and then people will love me. Or BPD is like, I need to cling on to this person and never let them go. And that's how I could be loved. So it's a lot of feeling like, it's a lot of shame driven. It's a lot of shame of like, I will be rejected for me, for who I really am inside, right? So the shame behaviors in both narcissistic personality disorder and borderline personality disorder are really common.